to whom. Let's get started. The basics of possession. To possess something is to show ownership of it. The ownership can be literal, such as owning a house, a car, or a box full of pencils, such as in this example. Behind the auto parts store is Jamie's house. Dewan's car was found in East Memphis, Tennessee. It seems someone took it on a road trip without telling him. Marina's box full of pencils was sitting on the shelf in the classroom. But possession can also be relational or metaphorical, such as having another person, like a friend, a family member, or other relation, having a commitment, or an abstract idea, like in these examples. Mariah's girlfriend plays in a punk rock band called Pink Violins. They are terrible. Arnold and Connie's chemistry class was extremely difficult this morning. Kevin's session begins at 4 p.m., and he should not be late for it. Indicating possession, the apostrophe. In most dialects of English, including Standard English Grammar, the most common method of indicating possession is the use of the apostrophe and the letter S. Where the apostrophe goes depends most of the time on whether the possessor is singular or plural. Adding an apostrophe S to a word does not make it plural, despite common spellings on street advertisements. Singular possessors. For a singular possessor, a single subject, the apostrophe is placed between the end of the possessor and the S that indicates possession. The boy's toy rocket ship got broken. BOY''S. The Girl Scout troops' cookies were delicious. TROOP''S. The horse's tail was wagging back and forth. HORSE''S. John's house needs some new windows. JOHN''S. Pete's class met in the library to begin their research project. PETE''S. All of these has a singular possessor. One thing is doing the owning. Plural possessors are a little bit different. When more than one person owns the item in question, the way we indicate possession is slightly differently, shifting the place of the apostrophe to after the S in the plural subject. The boys' toy rocket ship got broken when they were fighting over it. The boys has an S apostrophe instead of an apostrophe S. The horse's tail swayed back and forth as they trotted up the trail. The chickens' beaks pecked at the grain in their pen. My teacher's quizzes are challenging. Here we're referring to multiple boys, multiple horses, multiple chickens, and multiple teachers. Thus, we indicate the plural and put the apostrophe at the end. Here's a little chart that illustrates some of the basics. First example, the boy's parents were angry. In the top example, the set of parents of a single boy were angry. The boy's parents were angry. In the second example, it can be read two ways. Either the single set of parents of a set of boys, brothers, were angry, or multiple sets of parents of multiple boys were angry. I wrecked my parents' car after prom. The speaker has wrecked the jointly owned car of his parents, because parents in this example is plural with an S apostrophe. The last one, I wrecked my parents' car after prom. The speaker wrecked the car belonging to either his father or his mother. Compound and irregular subjects. Compound subjects, usually two singular possessors connected by a conjunction, most often and, are most often treated as one singular possessor for determining the possessive form. The apostrophe S goes after the second possessor. Casey and Michaela's project was very interesting. Andrea and her grandmother's trip to New York was scheduled for last weekend, but the weather didn't cooperate. Tanya and Roberta's rooms were a mess, and their mothers told them to clean them up immediately. Let's see if we can correct some basic possession errors. In this example, the car's windshield, since there was only one car being referred to because one car has one windshield, was broken by the stone that fell off the truck, so we need an apostrophe S. The state lawmakers' argument was over the best way to fix Alabama economy. Here, the state lawmakers more than one lawmakers were having an argument about the best way to fix Alabama's economy. Alabama here is a singular possessor. The lawmakers are a plural group, so they get an S apostrophe. When Carl went back into the classroom, he found Lauren's purse and jacket. Here, Lauren is a singular possessor, so she gets an apostrophe S. Zora and Lucille chili is the best in the state. Their living room is full of trophies that say so. Here, Zora and Lucille are a compound subject, so they get an apostrophe S on the second possessor. Zora and Lucille's chili is the best in the state. Their living room is full of trophies that say so. The 6 chairs' legs were wobbly and needed to have their bolts replaced. This is a complicated one. Here, we have multiple chairs needing all their bolts replaced, or some of their bolts replaced. So since there are 6 chairs, we have to designate the plural, C-H-A-R-I-S, C-H-A-I-R-S, and then use the apostrophe to indicate the plural, to indicate the possession. Anthony's problem was that he just didn't agree with the district manager's assessment of the company's situation. Another complicated one. Here, Anthony, a singular person, has an apostrophe S. The district manager is also a singular possessor, so they get an apostrophe S. And the company's situation, which was an already indicated possessive, that is also singular. Thank you so much for watching.